With winter around the corner, I want to talk to you guys about bulking and how doing it wrong can actually be sabotaging your gains. All over the fitness industry, there is this misconception that in order to bulk, you should be stuffing yourself in the off season to grow so you can cut for the summer months and look big and shredded. I'm here to tell you that yes, you should be in a calorie surplus to gain muscle, but you should be doing it in this controlled way. I call it lean bulking. And if you're not doing it this way, you're actually making your body less and less efficient at gaining muscle and losing fat. When you're in a calorie surplus, which means you're eating more calories than your body needs for its normal functions, you will gain weight, but you need to be smart about it, so the majority of this weight is muscle. When you're bulking, there's no way around it, guys. You are going to gain some fat, and if you're not doing it right, you will gain more fat than you should. Now, when this happens, after each bulking cycle, you will have a harder time gaining muscle and a harder time losing fat. It's a vicious cycle, and you might be feeling awesome when you jump on the scale, but you're actually sabotaging yourself. Now let's get down to the specifics. If you're dirty bulking and gaining more fat than you should, here's what you're really doing to your body. Number one, more body fat equals less testosterone, which equals less gains. Stored body fat, guys, contains an enzyme called aromatase. This enzyme messes up the equilibrium of testosterone production in your body, and it causes it to convert your testosterone into estrogen, which is the female hormone. And estrogen makes you store more fat. Think about how women naturally have a rounder shape and store more body fat. This is in big part because of estrogen. So that's the last thing you want to increase. Also, less testosterone equals less muscle growth. And if you know anything about making gains, you should know that maximizing testosterone is key for getting bigger. Number two, more fat equals lower insulin sensitivity, which equals more fat. Insulin plays a key role in how much fat you store. Why? Because when you eat carbs, your body releases insulin to control your blood sugar. These insulin spikes cause fat burning in the body to stop. So ideally, you want your body to have high insulin sensitivity, so it releases less insulin when you eat carbs. Many things affect insulin sensitivity, but when you bulk and gain fat, especially belly fat, you lower your levels of a protein called adiponectin. This protein is important for two reasons. One, it is a kind of a cleaner, and it helps with the elimination of fat in your tissues. Two, it increases insulin sensitivity. So think about it. You gain more fat, levels of this protein go down, causing you to accumulate more fat and causing more insulin to be released when you eat carbs, which in turn causes fat burning to stop. It's a real nasty cycle, guys. All right? Moving on to the next topic. Number three, less fat equals better distribution of nutrients, which equals an easier time growing muscle. As you get leaner, you grow more muscle because your body gets better at nutrition partitioning. But what does that mean? Think about it as your body directing traffic when you eat and when you exercise. When you eat, the nutrients can be directed towards your muscles to help them get bigger, or they can be directed towards storing fat. Also, when you exercise and burn calories, your body can be directed towards getting energy from your fat or from your muscle tissue breaking down your muscles. When you get leaner, this traffic direction gets more efficient, making your body send nutrients to your muscles when you eat and making it use your stored fat for energy when you exercise. It's like you're optimizing your body like a machine to grow muscle and burn fat. So why would you dirty bulk, gain more fat, and send your body in the wrong direction? What you're really doing is making it so that you have to work extra hard to get to your goal. It just makes absolutely zero sense to me. Number four, once you create more fat cells, they can get smaller, but they never go away. This one is easier to explain. When you gain fat, your fat cells swell, and in simple terms, When they're over capacity, your body creates new fat cells. These new fat cells will never go away unless you get surgery. So with each dirty bulking cycle, you are gaining more and more fat cells, making it harder and harder to get shredded. Now think about all these things happening at the same time, and hopefully you can see how this creates a horrible cascading effect that will never end. And these are just a few of the negative side effects of gaining fat. Bottom line is, all you're doing is sabotaging your gains. Now let's talk about how bulking should be done. Number one, your growing muscle cycle should be just as controlled as your cutting cycle. You should be counting your calories and doing business as usual, guys. I know that this is not what you want to hear, but I see a ton of my friends eating and drinking like crazy, convincing themselves that they're gaining muscle. And the bottom line is that they're all getting fat. Your body has a limit as to how much muscle it can gain in a period of time. So if that number on the scale is increasing fast, chances are most of it is fat. If you guys need help, check out this video for a general idea on how many pounds of muscle you can actually expect to gain each year. Number two, you should be in a calorie surplus if you want to gain muscle, and a general rule of thumb is to be above your daily maintenance calories by 250 to 500 calories a day, depending on your current build. So if you're skinny, you want to be on the higher end of the scale. Don't fool yourself thinking that bulking is a license to binge. I don't see any of my professional bodybuilder friends gaining excess fat during bulking. They pay attention to the bulking just as much as cutting and still eat the same good foods, just in larger quantities. Number three, your ratio of protein, carbs, and fat is still critical. You should be eating lots of protein, enough carbs to supply energy for your workouts and promote muscle growth, and a controlled amount of fat to promote testosterone production and guarantee the health of your cells. You can check out this video on how to calculate your macros if you need any help. And number four, eat quality foods. It's okay to treat yourself with your favorite foods every now and then, but this should not be the norm. Bulking is not this magic period of time where you get to eat whatever the hell you want. Vitamins and minerals play key roles in nutrient absorption by your muscles, regulating testosterone levels, and many other important processes. So eating tons of junk food is not wise, especially if you're not taking your vitamins. So there you have it, guys. Don't get sucked into the ridiculous notion that eating junk is cool and you can look big and shredded while doing it. Unless you're one of the very few people with the fast metabolism to support this lifestyle, or you're taking something to enhance your gains, you should be smart about what you put in your mouth. If anyone is telling you otherwise, well, maybe it's time you reevaluate who you're taking your advice from. Be sure to like and subscribe, and if you need any more help with reaching your fitness goals, join us at muscularstrength.com. What's your maximum output? If you're looking for a website that lets you build your own profile, interact with other community members, log your daily meal plan and add your own custom foods, find the exact routines you're looking for to reach your goals on a weekly basis, new recipe ideas to help improve your meal plan, and you enjoy learning new things to take your workouts to the next level, join muscularstrength.com. What's your maximum output?